everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and reviewing, well, it's still new, relatively new, Devotion Intense. I had someone request for me to review this, and I was waiting until the travel spray came out, honey. So that's why my review is a little late. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. But before I share my thoughts on the new fragrance, let me tell you what's on my lips. I am wearing the lip liner, the NYX lip liner in nude pink. I don't know if you can get this by itself, because I got this in a gift set during the holiday season, I think a couple years ago. And I also have on the Charlotte Tilbury Big Lip Plump Gasm in Pillow Talk Fair Medium. Okay, so that's what's on my lips. Let's finally talk about Dolce & Gabbana Devotion Intense. So this is described as an oriental vanilla fragrance for women. It was released this year in 2024. It has a top note of hazelnut, middle note of orange blossom, and a base note of vanilla. So I've worn this, if you can see the dent. And I have thoughts. So let's spray. When I first smelled this, I said, okay. I said, oh, it smells, I'm gonna be honest, I could not remember what the original Devotion smelled like because I haven't been wearing it. I've been concentrating on using up older fragrances, so I have not really reached for it since the last time I wore it, which I cannot remember when that was. So, but when I smelled it, I said, okay, I know it reminds me of that scent DNA a little bit, you know, kind of citrusy, sweet, vanilla type of fragrance. This fragrance to me, you know what, before we even do that, let me spray the original Devotion. And I have a video reviewing this fragrance. I will link it above. Check it out if you haven't seen it, because I'm not going to go in deep detail, but this has a top note, the original Devotion, of candied lemon, middle notes of panna cotta, orange blossom, and rum, a base note of vanilla. So I'm going to spray the bottom. Yeah, the original Devotion starts out like a little harsh, it's lighter. And it takes a minute to get to where Devotion Intense starts out. For some reason, the Devotion Intense, even though it's not patchouli in here, it's nothing in here that says, maybe it's that hazelnut that's making me think smoky. But not smoky, I don't want to think, it's smoky in the most gourmand way, okay? Like a smoky nuttiness, let me say that. And it's kind of thick to me. It's kind of thick, where the original cut starts off like fresh and lighter, and then it sweetens up and gets better on your skin. The original Devotion, it kind of reminds me, the Devotion Intense reminds me of Charosa 71. That's what it kind of reminds me of, that scent DNA. Because even though the original Devotion, I don't know if I think it's gourmand-ish, the original, because it smells like candy sweet lemons, and then it sweetens up, and you do get that kind of lemon cake vibe from it, the original. The Intense version, it makes me think of like some kind of cake at Starbucks that you have with your breakfast coffee. It makes me think of like a thick slice of cake with a lot of nuts and some creaminess. I don't love it. I don't hate it. And is it enough of a difference to me between the two. I know I've watched a few reviews and they were like, oh, it's no difference between them. But I think there is a difference, because if you want pure, like to me, this is intense. It's like pure gourmand to my nose. I mean, I know it's orange blossom in there. Orange blossom can sometimes have that marshmallowy take. Maybe that's the creaminess I'm picking up on. It's, to me, very gourmand smelling. Very fall. Even though I wore it and it was kind of warm, it didn't feel like too much when I was wearing it because I was testing it out, but I didn't fall in love with it. I think the intense version, but let me be truly transparent, okay? I wanted this bottle, the original. I fell in love with the bottle, and then I found the 100 ml on Joma Shop for a great deal. It was too good for me to resist, even though I didn't want this doggone 100 ml bottle. It wasn't a 100 ml bottle level of love for me if it was going to be retail price. But it was enough. I wanted to get it. I wanted to review it. I love the bottle, so I went for it. And, okay, as I keep smelling the original Intense, it's smelling similar to, did I say the original Intense? The more I keep smelling the original Devotion, it does get closer to Devotion Intense. But it's still lighter to me. It's that lemon. It's that candied lemon that's in the original Devotion that I like, that a lot of people don't. They don't like that note, but I like it. And it's missing in Devotion Intense. So are they like super duper duper different to where I would say, oh my goodness, go get both bottles? Heck no. Not with the way these prices are. But I will say, if you love the original Devotion and you wanted it thicker, nuttier, more gourmand, then I could see you liking Devotion Intense. For me, in my opinion, I haven't worn either fragrance enough for me to the word just left me, y'all. For me to say definitively, I prefer one over the other. Right now, I'm saying I feel like I like the original Devotion more so than Devotion Intense. But I'm not going to say, like I said, just with absolute certainty, because I don't have that, because I haven't been wearing both of them. I recently wore this one. Like I said, I couldn't even remember the last time I wore the original Devotion. So, but right now, I'm preferring the original. Now, I was watching Vania's video, and she does not like the original. She didn't love this one. So I will say this, if you don't like the original Devotion, I don't think there's enough of a difference to where you're going to fall in love with the Intense, in my opinion. Unless you love an even more thicker, heavier, denser, gourmand take on the original Devotion. Now, the lasting power for me when I wore this fragrance, it was 8+ hours. Now, I don't feel like, you know how some fragrances perform better in the heat, some fragrances perform better in the cooler weather. This to me, I could smell it, but I just wasn't loving it in the heat. And it lasted, like I said, 8+ hours. I don't feel like this was a monster, massive projector. I don't feel like it was. Like with what I'm wearing today and what I've been wearing this week to work, I go out of my office, I come in my office, I go, dang girl, you smelling good. Because my office smells so good. I do remember walking out of my office when wearing this and coming in and say, oh, I can smell it. So let me take that back. It does leave a scent trail. It's just that for me, Devotion Intense, I feel like I would like it more in the cooler weather. We're still in 90-degree weather. It's muggy. It's humid some day. I don't want to smell like this. It's that hazelnut you know, I'm going to use Vania's term right here. I don't think I've ever said it, but that's what popped into my head. That hazelnut is thumping in Devotion Intense on my skin chemistry, my body chemistry. It comes out, it's very prevalent, it's very dominant. So I don't hate this. I don't love this. I don't even know if I like it. I'm being honest. Now, I do like the original Devotion. This Intense is just like, it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't grab me. I'm neutral. Like, I'm going to use it because I bought it. And I'm going to, especially, I've sprayed it out. Like I said, I've used a good amount. I'm going to put it up for, you know, maybe late October, early November, and pull it back out. And then maybe my feelings will have changed and you all will hear an update about this fragrance in an empties video, because I can go through a travel spray in a week, honey. In a week. So, if I want to. So, I just feel like this isn't I'm sick of flankers. So, everything does not need an intense version. So, let me do this. What did they intensify in Devotion? Intense, as opposed to the original. I feel like they just intensified the gourmandness of it. I really do. Because this one, with that hazelnut and nuttiness, you know, gourmand to some people means it smells like you could eat it. This is one I feel like intense. It's more of an edible gourmand, but it still doesn't just stay that way. I think it really depends on your skin chemistry and what comes out on your skin chemistry. Because like I said, on my chemistry, it was very hazelnut, nutty, make me think of Charosa 71. Not still as thick and syrupy as that one. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm still planning to repurchase that one and give it another chance. But that's what the Intense reminded me of. And the original Devotion is still kind of gourmand to me, but it's more of a perfumey gourmand, which I guess you could classify. Why is this one not sticking on here? Feels like this is leaking. I better not be these doggone travel sprays going up in price. Yeah, it's just a deeper, more gourmand, syrupier version of the original. That's what I'm gonna say. Do I plan, even if I fall in love with this, I wouldn't get this bottle when I got 100 ml of the original. No, ain't no way. No way. So, as of right now, this is not on my radar to purchase a full bottle at all. Okay? This was $40 for this travel spray. And like I said, these travel spray, everything is going up, honey. Everything is inflating to the inflatability degree of infinity. Because we won't stop. So, no intention. Even if I fall in love with this while using it, I'm not getting this right now. Because I don't like to purchase fragrances. As I mentioned in one of my videos, I don't know which order they're going to go up in because I'm so behind and trying to catch up in filming and editing and everything. And now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, the fragrances that are coming out that seem more spring-like, summer-like, and someone else I was watching said the same thing. These companies, brands don't care anymore because they know, influencers and TikTokers and everybody's gonna, buy them because they want to be, up on top of everything that's new. I'm not. So that's another reason why I would not be purchasing a new bottle of this, because I have no interest. Once I use this up, I know I'm not going to want to keep using it. It's rare that happens. And so I feel like this is going to be a cold weather fragrance. So why would I buy it and I'm going to be using it and then it'll be for next year? That could wait till next year because there's so many other things always coming out. So I'm good. My suggestion to you would be go smell it. That's always my suggestion, especially with these prices these days. Go smell this and see if you like it. Because from some people I've watched, I feel like if you like the original, it's no guarantee you're going to like Even though I feel like you will, it's no guarantee you're going to like the Intense. And if you don't like the original, it's vice versa. I just don't know. Because I like the original and I'm still on the fence with the Intense version. So my advice to you, go smell it. If you cannot smell this, buy the travel spray. And I would suggest going to Ulta, using some points to buy it. I would suggest waiting for the Sephora sale to get whatever discount you can to purchase it. If you just have to smell it and you can't for some reason, maybe you don't have a Sephora near you, that's how I would do it. Do not buy a full bottle of anything anymore unless you don't have a choice. Because that Donna Born in Roma Gold, the only reason I have a 100 ml bottle of that, especially now with my collection, is because it was a limited edition and that I had all the other Donnas. And it fit my theme of what I've been reviewing on my channel. That's the only reason. Other than that, honey, I would say get you the travel sprays, even though they're ridiculously overpriced in my opinion. Because let me tell y'all, I was against travel sprays before I started YouTube. And recently it just started last year, where I was like, this is ridiculous getting all these full-size bottles. Because I didn't want to purchase travel sprays because my thinking was, if I love it, I'm giving you double money. That's how I viewed it. I'm giving you double money. But now, since I have a larger collection and I'm mostly getting fragrance to review for you all, to keep you up to date, to see if I love anything, share my thoughts with you, I can get the travel spray and I can wait. Because I have so much other stuff that even if I love it, it would have to be at the level of obsession for me to rush out and go get a full bottle of anything right now. It really would. Unless that's the only option and I'm interested in the fragrance. Or it would, like I said, it would have to be an obsession. I love it so much. It would have to be at that level. And let me see. Nothing's reached it thus far. Because everything I purchased has been to review. I have not just bought a travel spray and loved it and said, ooh, let me go buy the full bottle. I can't. If I'm lying, y'all call me out in the comments. Because I cannot remember doing that recently. From all the little purchases I've made of travel sprays. I cannot. I'm thinking, no, I can't think of one. So get you the travel spray. Don't be like me, or be like me now. Even if you have to give them double money, you're not rushing. Because if you're watching me, usually that means you have a larger collection too. So it's not like you have to rush. It can just be added to the list of, let me finish this and I'll let myself get this one. Something like that. So that's my thoughts on Devotion Intense. Did it blow me away? No. Did I feel like this flavor was necessary? Not really. Not after watching people who didn't like this, the original, and still like, I don't even see much difference with the Intense. I feel like brands are lazy. Creative director, who are you? I'm talking about all of them. Because they're lazy, because they know we're going to buy them, especially in the age of social media and influencers. It's gonna happen. So I just feel like they're just lazy. They don't have to be original, because we're buying the redundant. So why put forth extra effort when I don't have to and I still make my money? I can't be mad at the brands. It's business. But that's why I'm saying to y'all, get these travel sprays. And if they keep going astronomically high with these travel sprays, Shaughnessy's gonna be getting in that car and going and smelling stuff instead of buying travel sprays too now. Cause it's just too much, honey. Hashtag too much. Hashtag doing too much. Okay? So those are my thoughts on Devotion Intense. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, did y'all get Devotion Intense? What are your thoughts? Were you even interested? Because I feel like I have not been hearing a lot of people talking about, really, the last fragrance I remember getting a lot of hype, where a lot of people were talking about it, where everyone was talking about it, was this Replica Afternoon Delight. After that, it feels like it's very hit or miss, because there's so many fragrances coming out that I don't feel like one is caught fire yet. since that afternoon delight where everybody had something to say and everybody wanted to smell it. So tell me y'all's thoughts on devotion. I really want to know. Well, devotion intense. Please share this video with everyone, y'all, because we're trying to keep it growing in 2024, okay? And please don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.